What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's Wednesday Reviews. My name is Alberto, and today I'll be reviewing the movie that will fill in our end spot, Norbit. Norbit is a movie that features Eddie Murphy and Eddie Murphy. And like I usually do, I will give you guys the summary of the movie, then I will give you guys the rating, and I'll give you guys my reasoning for the rating of the movie. I will then, hopefully those reasons are rational and not very biased. But sometimes, because they are my opinions, I tend to get out of line sometimes. But you guys are very educated viewers, and I'll give you guys the gratification and I'm satisfied to think that you, as educated viewers, will know the difference between biased language and very informative and language. Okay, so a quick summary of the movie is pretty much, there's this guy named Norbit, played by Eddie Murphy, who is ridiculed and bullied throughout his whole life for being with this girl, Respucia, who he has been forced to be with. Who forced him? Well, Respucia did. And Respucia is played by Eddie Murphy as well. And he believes, Norbit believes, that he will live with this woman, live through the torment and the ridicules and the criticisms throughout his whole life being with Respucia, and he will never find another girl until he dies. Until another girl comes into his life, and her name is Kate, not played by Eddie Murphy. Okay? So, my rating for this movie is sadly a 5. I say sadly a 5 because it's not a 5 out of 5, that is a 5 out of 10. And some people may say you should rate it lower. And I can see the reasons why. This movie is very offensive. It does have some offensive humor. For instance, Mr. Wong is supposed to be Chinese but has a Japanese accent. Plus, we've seen Eddie Murphy do this before in in his other movies where he played other characters. Like the Nutty Professor and stuff like that. So we've seen him do this before, and we want more out of him, and it just seems like it didn't really do him justice this time, not like how it did in the Nutty Professor. If you like fat jokes, you might like it, because it's very filled with fat jokes. There are several goofs, like in some parts. Norbit's hand has the painted fingernails, but that's Respucia's hand because I guess he switched in and out of the roles of Respucia and Norbit, so he can play both of them. But in one little snippet, in one little scene, he had the nails there, and also the goof that I said, that Mr. Wong is Chinese but he speaks Japanese. He has a Japanese accent. It's just those very small things can really impact the movie, especially a movie that is it could be very offensive and just very niche based of the humor, and I guess that's why it didn't do so well, because it didn't reach so many people, because they were all offended by it, and it didn't really do very well. We expect a lot from Eddie Murphy, and I guess that's why it made a lot of money in box office, but I don't think it did very well DVD-wise, but I could be wrong. But that's pretty much it. That's going to be my Wednesday review. I'm about to lose my voice. But that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday next week, where we fill in our O spot, right? Elemento. I sound like an old man. Anyway, before I lose my voice, I just want to say I'll see you guys next time. Peace off.